Hi everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. So today we've got an interview with one of my clients, Paul Reyes, and he's done fantastically well, especially in the prop firm space. So that's something I think we'll cover today as well. So before we start, Paul, if you could just tell us a bit about yourself, that would be great.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Paul. I'm from Quito, from Ecuador, South America. My trading journey started like pretty much 3.5, 4 years ago. The first 2 years were chaotic, were a complete mess. And I was jumping from strategy to strategy and trying to find the holy grail. And I think every single trader that starts in this business wants to find that. So once I like I know I bite the dust of not finding the holy grail, of jumping from strategy to strategy and getting no results at all. Uh, I was about to quit. As a matter of fact, I have like quitted pretty much like a dozen times, and yeah, it's the honest truth. So after doing my last research, like giving the last shot to courses online or YouTube channels or whatever, I just came across with the Divergent traders. So uh, since then, basically, my mindset was different. So before taking the course, I didn't have any specific plan or discipline, and until today, it's really difficult to be disciplined. I got to be honest. I mean, I am not the most disciplined person. I am pretty much like a hot shot, like everyone. I need like speed in my life, and I want everything fast, and that's kind of a big problem for a trader. But the point is that uh, something really changed my mind, and I'm trying to be the best version I can every single day. Some days I have the power, the will, but sometimes like when it's lacking, discipline comes over. It's like I need to analyze, I need to follow my rules. That's basically me.
So yeah, thanks for that, Paul. Great introduction. So yeah, discipline is the key to trading well. And like you said, it all starts with having a plan. When you have a plan, something to reference so you can start implementing discipline, that is the key. So you need a plan to be disciplined. And I think that's an important aspect there. So moving on. So before joining the course, what would you say was your biggest challenge or frustration? What was you really struggling on specifically, would you say?
Well, I think my biggest challenge was to have the precision of knowing what my mistakes are
Mhm.
and how to change them, because I know I had a lot of technical information, because
Yeah,
that's like tons of information out there. But I don't, I finally realized that it doesn't matter how much you know if you don't know how
yeah,
to use it, and if your head is not working properly in harmony with what you know. So I think that was my biggest challenge, of putting what I know,
yeah,
like all the technical terms and all that, into the charts, but controlling emotions and planning things according to a trading plan. So managing myself, I think that was my biggest challenge. Managing
yeah,
myself, controlling myself.
yeah, yeah, brilliant. So yeah, you learned the biggest lesson there. It's not about how much you know; it's about implementing what you know. Um, and that is a big hurdle, especially for me as well in the early days. You think by learning more, you're creating more certainty. It's like the illusion of control. Um, and yeah, it's a difficult stage. But once you start realizing that training is a psychology game, and that's what you've got to be focused on most of the time. That's when the ball starts rolling. So you explain or show an example of how you applied what you learned in the course in a real trading scenario.
Uh, oh, that's a hard one, because okay, so yeah.
Okay, if that's a bit on, we'll move on to the next one. Um, So, what aspects of the course did you find the most valuable or impactful?
I once again, I knew that technically speaking, I wasn't starting from zero, you know,
Yeah,
but looking at your technique, your strategy, how do you approach to the charts and the mechanicals, the reversals, those technical aspects are really simple but effective. So I think
mm,
that's one of the most important aspects of the course per se, like the simpleness
yeah,
in showing how it works, how it's set, how it's done, the setups, and the form. I mean, not the forms, the way that you speak about them and how you teach in the course. It's really a major differences aspect from other courses that I've been course.
mm,
So I think that's the main issue, like the simpleness yet the effectiveness of your strategy. So
yeah,
once I learned them, once I started putting practice, my win ratio went like it's, I have to be honest, I was doubting myself because it was like, oh damn, it's another course. But once it started working and flowing, um, it really helped me a lot, a lot.
yeah,
So I think that's gonna be that's the main for me. That's the main reason why I
mhm,
loved your course and what and I keep going through the whole stages and it was like, okay, video one, let's get rid of this. No, it's like one, two, three, and
properly.
so on because
Yeah,
that's how I felt confident about what I was learning and how I was applying to the charts. So I think that's it. Simpleness
yeah,
yet effectiveness.
yeah. That's something I live by. Simplicity. I think the more complicated it is, the more chance you've got of making mistakes, of over analyzing. So as I gained experience myself, I started overcomplicating everything at the beginning. Loads of indicators, things like that. And as I progressed, it was about removing, not adding, and that helps me perform better. And I think that's something that is what students and clients need um, when they're starting the journey. That simplicity, make it easy. If it's easier, it's easier to execute, isn't it? So yeah, regarding your strategy, you're more the lower time frames. You're more like you're using it to scalp, aren't you? Is that right?
Yes, I mean, as I
Yeah.
told you in my brief introduction,
Yes.
I
I was just going to go
bro,
back to this.
bro, I can't be. I mean, let's not put it like can't. I mean, I
Yeah.
choose not to be
Yeah.
because I hate waiting. It's like
Yeah.
watching decisions like for months or for weeks. Dudes,
Yeah.
that's not for me. That's not for me. And
But
and and and, and I and I think that was one of the keynotes that of the course your teachings told me.
yeah.
It's like you have to know who you are. You have to
Yeah.
recognize who you are in order to work properly in the markets. Because
Hmm.
I, I know I'm an adrenaline junkie. I know, and that's one hell of a contradiction as a trader. Because you cannot be just like clicking like Rambo and shooting at everything it moves,
Yeah.
but that's me. So
Yeah.
at first I was like clicking and chasing the price like you have no idea. It was like 10, 20 scalping operations or executions, and then and none of them were in profit. So knowing who you are, but working how to apply your
Yeah.
essence properly, that was it. It was like, okay, you know what, this thing works. Why? Because I know I am a scalper. I
Yeah.
continue to be a scalper, probably sometimes like a day trader or intraday, but my
Hmm.
main execution style is scalping. So now I do that, but in a properly way,
Yeah.
so that's it's amazing how it works.
Yeah. No, brilliant. You took the words right out of my mouth there as well. It's about knowing yourself and adapting it to yourself. That is something I bang over and over in the course. You probably get annoyed about it after a while,
Yeah,
but there's a reason for there's a method behind the madness. You have to know yourself, and like you touched on at the beginning, you said you don't like waiting, you like it, you like things stirring, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of traders might see that as a weakness, but it's really a strength. So you have to play to your strengths. and
Yeah,
you've done just that. You know, you've gone to them lower time frames, and you've adapted the strategy to you, and that is how you know you play to your strengths and you win at this game. So yeah, that's probably one of the keys um, to your success, I imagine.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. That's
Um,
one game changer for there.
yeah. Did you originally like start on the higher time frames when you first started trading? Like, did you try swing trading and things like that, or did you
That's
always?
in my early stages, I tried everything, bro. It's like
Yeah. Good.
yeah. It was
You
Monday,
have to.
and I choose to I don't know analyze and for 4 hours time frame. But then
Mhm.
it was Tuesday, and since that was not working for me, it was like, okay, you know what? Let's change to 1 hour. And then it was not working either. So I was like, oh, what the hell? Let's go with 1 minute charts. So
Yeah.
I was jumping between time frames, not exactly knowing how to scale down from the lower time, from the higher to the lower ones, because that's where the key point of mixing the time frames is, right?
Mhm.
So it took me a lot to understand the strengths of the higher time frames and the execution styles in the lower ones. But at first, it was trying everything and everywhere. But then
Yeah.
after taking the course and starting the lessons and starting to understand how it works, the different time frames, it was a game changer, as I told you, because that was like the mindset I need to put the focus where it was needed.
Mhm. Mhm. Brilliant. So let's talk a bit about what you've done since you've used the course and the strategies. I know you've been really successful with the prop firms. So tell us a bit about that. How have you done that?
Sure.
How much if you want to talk about that as well. But yeah, how are you finding the props and how has that changed your life?
Oh, okay. So before the course,
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I knew the existence of prop firms, but I was not part of the business.
Mhm.
Totally honest, because I did have my capital, my own money. But after doing some personal stuff of taking out that money and growing a lot of personal issues, you know, resolving personal issues, I was out of capital. So it's like, now what I'm gonna do? And then I jumped into the prop firm business, and my first prop firm account was 200K with my funded effects.
Mhm.
And once again, the common people will be like, you know what, start with a 5K and let's see how it works. But that's not me, you know. So it's like
Frustrating.
go big or go home. So I went totally big and I started in 200K. And at first, my first week, I had a drawdown of 7.5%. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
right? Like I dropped the F bomb Y several times because I was like, what the hell am I doing? And then I started the course. Luckily for me, I paused. It's like, you know what? I'm about to lose it. Let's take a break. And then I come around with the Divergent trader course. So it was another game changer click for me when I enrolled, because once I start learning and decoding myself and my mindset, I restarted the prop firm account, and then I went funded. It took me pretty much like 45 days to recover from the drawdown and to get funded. But once I did, I reached two payouts of pretty much 5 or 6K in total. It was
Brilliant.
amazing. But
Yeah.
then once again, my mindset went wrong, total. And it went burnout, and I burned the account. I was like, damn. And then opportunities came, and I could afford another account. So I got funded again, this time with Cortana. It's another prop firm.
Mhm.
And I have two more accounts, like a 10K and a 5K demo challenge. And I'm doing pretty fine. I'm
Yeah.
taking my baby steps. I am not rushing anymore, even
Yeah.
though I know
Yeah.
I my goals are like big, and I really am looking forward to fulfill them in the shortest time possible. But on the contrary, as a trader, I know that if I rush things, I'm gonna be like blowing it up again. So
yeah,
I'm taking my time. It's really difficult because my mind is telling me like, you know what, full part that 5K, and in 2 hours you are past. But
yeah,
once again, it's like, you know what if you lose? Imagine you have 5K in your pocket and someone stole it from you, dude, that's what you're gonna be doing. So it's really messing with my head sometimes,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm trying to the mindfulness, the breathe in, breathe out, and
yeah,
chill.
yeah, yeah. I love that. So yeah, as you know, slow is fast in trading. You know, it's the paradoxical nature of trading, and it's hard for traders to get their head around that. Um, but with these lessons, you know, you learn as you've learned yourself. Um, would you say there's a difference between trading your real account and using prop accounts?
uh I okay, I'm looking at prop firms as another tool, as another
Yeah.
trading tool. You know,
Hmm.
it's not the holy grail. Absolutely not, because I have like these two mindsets for prop firm. One, very cool, very good, high capitalizing options, but on the other hand, it's like a strain jacket. It for me it is, because it's really I wouldn't say like strict, but they have their laws, their policies,
Yeah.
and the small letters for each prop firm
Hmm.
suddenly appears when you're cashing out or whatever. So you have to do the whole the math and the number behind the scenes in order to choose one specific prop firm. Because once again, I'm telling you, I think this is a nice tool for a trader who can get some cash out of the system and maybe put it in your own live account in another
Yeah.
broker. But in the meantime, it can be tricky. It's like I lost one account because I forgot, literally, I forgot to close before the market closure. And it was
Yeah.
like, damn, no weekends allowed. So, okay, another account done.
Yeah.
And it's because these little details that sometimes because you're in the rush, like in the adrenaline of like, I got funded, I have
Yeah.
200K in my pocket, which is not true. You have actually like the 10 or 20% of that volume in order to work with. So
Mhm.
it's a beautiful tool. It's affordable, but it has its cons. Like it's shady stuff that you have to be totally conscious of what you're doing and how you're doing, because in a blink of a second you can lose it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. I like how you said it's a tool. You know, use it as a tool to expand your own personal account. That's how I think the best way to use prop firms is. You know, it's not something you want to just be living on and expecting to be on that forever. I think it's something you just maximize it for your personal account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that something you'd agree with? Is that your plan?
Yes, that's my plan. Once I fulfill my huge goal this
Yeah,
year, my minus or my sub goal is to capitalize my own account.
yeah,
I'm using this tool right now, this 2024, in order to get rid of my debt, personal and health and whatever debt.
mhm,
Because it's not easy to have like 2,000 in a live real account and you try to make a huge noble of that. It just
yeah,
doesn't work like that. But if you make like a 3-4% of a 200K account, that's different.
yeah,
So as I told you, it's a tool, a beautiful tool. I'm gonna use it to gain some capital and pay some debts. But once I'm done with paying whatever I have to pay, I am going to cash out and put on a live real account. Because
yeah,
as a matter of fact, you don't know it tomorrow, prop firms are gonna exist still.
yeah,
Like with
yeah,
this whole issues of the policies and jurisdictions and whatever, you really don't know. You're just praying for the best, and do what you have to do as fast as you can.
Brilliant. So I just need to pause it there, Paul. My phone's beeping. Bear
I'm
with
sorry,
me a
what was
sec.
that?
I just need to my phone alarm's going off. I just need to turn it off.
Oh,
So yeah, I totally agree. That is the best way to go about it. Maximize the personal account. I like something you were talking about at the beginning there about goals. How important is it to set goals, do you think, for yourself?
oh, that's a tricky question actually,
Mhm.
because I have a lot of goals, and I think every single trader out there has goals. Most of
Yeah,
them financial goals. Because
yeah,
why are you a trader if you don't want to make some money out of the system, right? But I think the one of the main goals as a trader, as an evolving trader now, is to gather knowledge, but at the same time grow as a person. I
yeah,
think I have a financial goal that it's right there, like my razor focus on there. But I know for sure that in order to fulfill that goal, I cannot be focusing only on how much money I'm making
yeah,
every single day or every single week. As a matter of fact, what I need to know is how am I getting better as Paul, as a person, as a dude, in order to be really chill, to execute well. Because
mm,
I will never be tired of repeating this, but if your mind is okay, if your emotions are okay, your trading account either is a problem or a live one, it's gonna be okay. But if you have a lot of problems behind, which I do right now, I have to be honest as well. My mind is like, "Ah, I have a lot of issues to solve. I have a lot of issues to solve with trading also. So I need to be a good trader in my best version, but that best version, it would not be appearing at all if I am not my best version. And that means like starting to eat healthy, doing some meditations, doing some workout. So I think that's the most important part of the goals. How are you going to achieve them? I mean, not the goal per se, because I'm looking the goal as the big mountain that I have to climb, like one hell of a big mountain.
yeah.
But if I took like baby steps, I'm not getting tired, I'm not getting gassed out,
Hmm.
and I know every single day I'm going forward. Despite the big mountain, despite all the external factors, I know I am moving forward. Sometimes I am moving 2 or 3 steps ahead and getting back four,
Hmm.
but I'm still on the freaking mountain. So I think that's the issue with somebody making goals just for the main purpose of, okay, I have a goal. How
Yeah,
the hell am I gonna go there and enjoy the process? Because that's the hard part.
yeah, yeah. No, I love that. And with the goal, you were totally spot on. You shouldn't be focused on the money. And that's why I always say to traders, when you're creating your own goal for trading, you want it to be, you want it like an emotional connection to the goal. Because if you say you want to make 100K, a million, whatever, that means nothing. Why not 10 million, 20 million? It's what that money can do for you. Find that emotional connection to the goal and find your why. And when you get that, that's when discipline becomes more of a byproduct of it. They work off each other. So yeah, spot on with that. The goal is important, but you don't want it to be too focused on that money. Totally agree. And I like what you said about having to being disciplined outside of trading. That's very important because it reflects back into your trading, which is so true as well. Have you found that yourself? Um, Working more on the outside of trading has helped more with your actual trading.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
that's a must, I think. And that's one of my main personal issues as a trader. I
yeah,
am very good at planning, but I am absolutely awful at executing. Like I can figure myself out and see myself as the best effing trader ever. Like Soros is like gonna be like my puppet. But yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the time comes of execution. Sometimes I'm not the most motivated or disciplined or focused or
Mhm.
committed even in executing properly. So after I took your course, let's put aside the technical part, like the mechanicals and W's,
Mhm.
the mindset, the psychology I learned from you, that's the one that is allowing me to get the results I need to have nowadays. It's not about a technical part because technical parts like one single line can change everything, right?
Yeah.
But but up here, if you're not doing things properly, if you're not fueling correctly, if you're not evolving as once again person, it doesn't matter how much you know. So working on the external factors, for example, journaling, I didn't do that at all. Like executing mindfulness and trying to read like important information into your mind, not trading in song, you know. It's like not trading books per se. It's like, you know what, discipline books, personal growth books, like I don't know, concentration, focus. Every information that you put in your side inside your mind, I think it's not only the technical internal trading per se, it's the whole package outside that allows you to get the best out of you. So if I have to say the best part of your course, the best part of being your apprentice and you my sensei, as I always tell you,
You do.
is the psychology behind it. How you have managed to change my mindset to focus on what I need to focus and to get rid of all the noise and all the chit chat outside and to be like, you know what, you're one trader in the whole universe. You have to recognize who you are, how you're going to work. And my course is going to help you, not only technical, but in the psychological part, which for me, it has been the most important one.
Brilliant. And yeah, that's lovely to hear that, Paul. And that was the main thing when I created the course, the psychology side. A lot of courses out there don't focus on that, Um, and that's what you need to focus. If you want true success in the markets, you've got to work on the mindset. It's 90%
Yeah.
of it. Um, would you say so? How many years did it take you before you started thinking, right, it is down to mindset? How many years would you say it took you?
As I told you, 3 years.
Yeah, three
Easy,
years. Yeah.
easily. three
You know,
years. 3 years of messing around my mind,
yeah,
of taking this as a casino, as a pro gambler,
yeah,
because for gambling, like for operating or analyzing gold, for example, I love gold. I loved. We broke up. We broke up definitely because that relationship was not working.
yeah,
I loved because their movements. I mean, its movements are like crazy, and that's pretty much like myself. Adrenaline
yeah,
junkie that wants these huge volatility spikes. But even if you like high volatility assets or whatever, if you're not like in the correct mindset and know how to risk management properly, you are done. you're
yeah,
you're busted. So why I'm telling you because these are goals, because at first I was like gambling all around gold, not even
oh,
taking in not even taking in account like support or resistance or smart money
yeah,
concepts. Nothing. I was like,
nothing.
oh, this is a nice candle. It seems like it's pushing up. Boom.
Oh, no.
And sometimes I made really huge bucks, but
Mhm.
other times several accounts were blown. So
Yeah,
uh, being said, I think that after these 3 years and taking the course, gaining from all the mistakes I made, the experience I got, and putting inside my mind all the content of your course, it was like the nicest combination I could ever had in order to start having a successful path. I mean,
yeah,
it's not working from Monday to Tuesday. Because everyone who is like, "Oh, you're learning trading again?" was like, "Yes." "Oh, so now you're making millions? Do you have the two Lambos outside?" I was like, "Hell no. It's freaking hard."
Yeah.
And learning takes time, and winning takes time. Success
Yeah.
takes time. The point is here that when you're a trader, you want things happen fast,
Yeah.
and it won't. So that's an internal conflict as well.
It is. It is. It's tough. But no, glad to see you got out the other side and you're doing well. Um, so yeah, let's. I've just got some quick fire questions for you. Just a bit of fun to add to
Should
the end of it if you're up for it. So let me go through.
go.
Bring them up on my screen. So what have we got? I'll try and pick the best ones. So what was your initial reaction when you made your first profitable trade after completing the course?
Oh, this shit works. Literally,
Brilliant.
that was. This works. Let's
Brilliant.
go for it. Let's do it. This works.
Brilliant. If you could describe your trading journey in 3 words, what would they be?
Sweet baby Jesus. Oh my God. It's like, okay, no, that's was for real. It would be like a constant movement.
Brilliant.
That's pretty much it. That describes it. Moving is life. So I have to be moving every single day in the charts. I know I know a lot, but sometimes I feel like I know nothing. And
Yeah,
this adaptability is like keep moving. It doesn't matter what
yeah,
happened, keep moving.
brilliant. What's the most unusual place you've ever placed a trade from?
I don't think I can tell this in an interview. Nah,
Really?
nah, I'm just kidding. I think the weirdest place, it's gonna sound like a cliche, but at the side of the pool with my family on vacations.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
It's like the classic picture you see on social media, that, isn't
exactly.
it?
Yeah, and I was then proud of me. It was like, I'm here
Yeah,
chilling. My family is swimming there. Just
yeah.
click the little notebook. It's like, dude, I'm finally one of the Instagram guys. And then the account was blown. So
Oh no.
I wasn't.
Oh dear. Uh, do you have any trading superstitions or rituals you have to do before you make a trade or anything like that?
I have, I do have.
Oh, you do.
I have two songs
Right.
that before even opening TradingView, I have to listen. It's like it's a must for me. Number one is Till I Collapse, Eminem.
All right. Yeah, Richie.
And the other one is Killing Strangers, Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson. Oh, right. Wow.
Well, I mean, there's something not about the lyrics, not
Yeah,
about that guy specifically,
yeah,
but there's something about the bass and how it messes with my mind and puts myself in the zone. That's pretty much undescribable. But those two songs, I definitely have to play them
right. And that just gets you
before.
in the zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brilliant, love it. Last question. I'll pick one out. That looks good. Uh, if you could have trading superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it?
Just one superpower.
Yeah, you can only have one.
Ah, man, that's a hard one. I
I'll tell you what mine would be.
that's a hard one. I think that's reverse psychology. What you're asking for? But that's
Yeah,
important. I don't know. I have always loved to fly. I would love to fly.
yeah. I don't know how that'd help with trading, but I'd like to fly too. Um,
Uh well, regarding oh no, oh, wait, to fly as like a personal superpower, but in
yeah,
trading,
yeah. Trading
oh bro, in trading superpower to be like super patience, like
Yeah,
this stone cold
stoic.
assassin killer. It was like
Yeah,
the market is burning in front of my eyes, and I was like having a cappuccino or something.
yeah,
That power of not reacting to
yeah,
what the markets are showing.
yeah. That's a good one, and that just proves the point as well. You know, even though you're successful, you're still human. We still have these emotions, you know, we're not perfect. You're going to be impatient,
Absolutely.
you know, you're going to make mistakes and things like that. There's a big illusion that once you're successful, that it all just stops, and it's totally false, you know. It's perfectly normal to have these emotions and feelings. You just need to not let them override. That's the key, and it takes experience and practice.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I'll tell you what mine would be. Mine would be luck. That'd be luck. That'd be it. You know, you'd
Yeah.
always win. You'd always get out at the right time, and the profit would hit. Luck. That would be my superpower.
Exactly. That sounds okay too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got. Questions for you today, Paul. Thanks for jumping on. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Just before we leave it, is there anything you want to leave the listeners and watchers with? Any advice?
Oh, first of all, thank you for your time. Thank you for this invitation. It's an honor for me, like an apprentice and as a pupil, to be asked to have this kind of interview from you it's an honor, my pleasure, and it will always be. So thank you so much for this time, for your knowledge, for every single thing you have done with my trading aspect and my mindset as well. And one message I can send to all the traders outside, and specifically the ones we are forming in the VIP Discord group, it's to keep moving forward. It Once again, it sounds like a cliche, like a Rocky movie, but keep moving forward, because there's this little time when you want to quit or to look back. At that exact moment, you need to keep moving. It's
Right.
when you feel the fear that you have to take the jump.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like every single day I have this little fear of losing or not taking a good trade. Like, hell, no, I'm not quitting. I'm going more. I'm moving forward. I'm going. Not all in because I'm not a gambler, but I'm going forward with what Alan told me, what the coaches told me. So I think this journey we choose as a trader, it's everything about moving forward, adapting and moving forward.
Definitely. I love that. And what a great way to end the interview. I love that, mate. Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. And thank you, Paul, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. So I'll see you
Thank you,
later,
Paul.
everyone. No
See you
problem.
around, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.